Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Product Strategy and Product Development. Chapter number 8, Part 2. Learning objectives are: first, outline, explain the new product development process. Second, discuss the considerations in global brand strategy. And third, understand the make or buy decision and how global sourcing and subcontracting relate to this decision. New product development process. Opportunity identification and selection, concept generation, concept evaluation, development, and launch. These are the steps that are involved in new product development process. I will explain one by one. New product development process. The first step, opportunity identification and selection, where new product opportunities are identified and selected for further development. The second step, concept generation, where an attractive opportunity includes research with customers and preliminary analysis takes place. The third step is concept evaluation, careful review of new product concepts on technical, marketing, and financial variables. This phase also requires ranking to choose the most promising concepts to move forward to the next phase. Development. In this phase, both technical and marketing development take place. Prototypes are designed and tested, and production process must be established. Marketing must develop a full marketing and business plan, including all additional services and products required by this concept. And the last step is launch. In this final phase, the product is commercialized, distribution and sale of product begins, and the marketing launch plan is put into effect. Look at unmet needs or problems. The most important thing in new product development is that the marketers has to look at unmet needs or problems and try to identify those unmet needs and then develop that particular problem. So approaches used to discover unmet needs and problems can look into routine market context, it can do problem analysis, and it can do scenario analysis to find out or to identify unmet needs or problems. Checklist of idea simulators. Crawford and Di Benedetto 2003 have supplied a checklist of idea stimulators for B2B products. An abbreviated version of this list is presented in table 8.4. This table shows that change the physical, thermal, electrical, chemical or mechanical properties of this product. Second, any new electrical, electronic, optical, mechanical or magnetic way of performing a function. Is this function really necessary? Can we change the power source to make it work better? Can we change the power source to make it work better? Can standard components be substituted? How might the product be made more compact? What if were heat treated, handed, alloyed, etc.? Who else could use this operation at its output? Has every step been computerized as much as possible? How can we use the internet to improve this product service? Determinant attributes. Hornsey et al. 1985 described a determinant attribute as one which is both important and differentiating. So this is important to understand. If a company is to introduce a new product to the market, it must be important for the customers and it must be differentiated than the competitor's products. The task of business market is both to understand the importance of each attribute of a product and service as it is perceived by its customers, and whether a particular attribute differentiates the offering from those of the competitors? This is an important question to understand. Look into this figure, attribute analysis. If you see, it has attribute importance low to high, and it shows differentiation from competition, non-differentiating, and differentiating from competition. So any new product that is differentiating from competition, and this attribute importance is high, only that feature, that characteristics of those product, that product should be developed when it has differentiating from the competition and that particular attribute importance is high. So this is an very simple attribute analysis that any marketer can conduct. Testing the new product concept. Crawford and DiBenedetto 2003 define a new product concept is a statement which describes the benefits the new product will give to customer versus other product or solutions they are currently using, with the description of the form or technology through which these benefits will be realized. Once the new product concept has been honed, it is ready for testing by customers. In business products, as in consumer markets, radical new technologies are difficult to test when customers cannot visualize the benefits. Customers are often not equipped to react to product concepts which solve problems they are not aware of. Scoring model, factors and scales. When a firm wishes to examine the attractiveness of various new product alternatives, it will review each of these attractives using some form of a scoring model. A brief example of this is included in table 8.5. A firm should develop its own scoring model relevant to its own business and past success and failure realized through the new product process. The factors and skills should be adapted for each particular firm situation, but the process should be used to determine which is worthy for further effort and which should be abandoned. So if you look into this exhibit, it shows technical aspects, technical task difficulty, several factors, and the scale is used very difficult to easy. Exactly the same for the other factors. Some scales are used. So this scoring model, factor and scale can be used. New product funnel. Ames and Hibbert 1984 offered a figure similar to figure 8.6, showing how 100 new product ideas might yield only one new product. So it means it's very important that the bad ideas should be dropped as early as possible, rather than those bad ideas when move up to the development of product that will cost huge to the company. So that's why there are so many ideas, but we have to put in certain criterion at every stage, and we need to drop the bad ideas as early as possible. So out of 100 ideas, one can say that one best idea can be used to develop a product. Risk and payoff matrix. So in risk and payoff matrix, I will explain it to you that A means that it will fail, B means it will succeed. So A, stop the project immediately. When it is A, it must be stopped. B, it would be succeed. B means continue product development process. So I explain it to you. Risk payoff matrix means in evaluating potential products, Crawford and DiBenedetto have pointed out the possible errors which could be made, summarized in risk payoff matrix. This is seen in figure 8.7. As they point out, the AA decision, stopping development of a product which would fail as soon as you can, and BB decision, continuing the development of product which would succeed, are obviously correct decision. The incorrect decisions are AB and BA. AB means a product which would succeed, it stopped before it has a chance to enter the market. BA allows a product which will fail to continue through the process. So often the worst error is not BA, which obviously can waste resources and a possible failure, but AB type error, which aborts successes before they reach the market. In many business marketing firms, managers have been trained to avoid making losses, and therefore they often make AB errors so that hardly any new product reach the market. At a certain point, aggressive competitors make these managers pay dearly for this too restrictive product innovative program. Project teams. It is important that the marketing plans work with the development plans on parallel paths toward launch. Product and marketing plans have to be developed together. A firm which wishes to move quickly must arrange for the simultaneous creation of product and the marketing plan. In fact, this is an iterative process since the product marketing aspect. Especially, pricing is highly dependent upon the cost and features that make up the product offering. Project teams are the heart and soul of success for B2B new products. These teams generally include engineers, pure scientists, finance experts, and marketing people, most often product managers. In some large firms, members of the market research team may also be included. Both manufacturing and design engineers are generally on the team, and many teams include outside consultants such as independent product designers or consulting engineers. So the twin streams of product development is visible in this figure. As you can see that product evaluation on one side and marketing plan evaluation on the side both work simultaneously. So it is obvious in this figure. Success in cross-functional teams. So stage setting, enablers, and team behaviors. Stage setting means developing appropriate project goals, empowering the team with decision-making power, assigning appropriate people to the projects. So these factors can help cross-functional teams to be successful. Enable means team leaders, senior managers, product champion should work together, and team behavior has shows such behavior is cooperation, commitment to the project, ownership of the project, respect and trust among team members. So these are the factors which can make cross-functional teams successful. Use of internet in NPD. Companies can use internet for new product development. As you can see that opportunity identification, concept generation and screening, development, launch, etc. Internet can show its role that opportunity identification, more ideas from more sources are available at the internet. When we talk about concept generation and screening, so improve flexibility of process, more comprehensive screening processes, improve quality and efficiency of manufacturing development facilities, collaboration among team members, etc. So a firm can use internet in this time for the development of new product. Extension versus adaptation. These are true strategies when a company, so it depends upon the particular condition. So when a company has to go for extension adaptation, but extension strategy means offering a product virtually unchanged from its home market version when a company is to offer this product in an international market. Adaptation strategy, changing design, function or packaging according to the requirement of the new international market. While product invention, inventing new products from scratch for world markets. Although it's very difficult, it's very rare in these days to invent new product. Protecting intellectual property. When a firm is to offer new product in international market, definitely it has to take measures to protect its intellectual property. Develop intellectual property protection agency, establish a formal or informal brand integrity firm, manage the registration of all copyrights, trademarks and patents, create a monitoring program to quickly funnel any information about contributes to a central information repository, develop a multi-pronged action plan, prepare a pirates on every level, develop an evaluation and feedback system to make sure that your product has intellectual property rights and it is protected from the pirates. Branding decisions. Branding decisions include brand sponsor decision, brand name decision, brand strategy decision, brand repositioning decision. Relative importance of the brand. This figure explains the relative importance of the brand. I will not discuss it. Issues in global product policy. So a company can face the packaging and labeling issue, quality issue, global sourcing. So every company has to look into the global market when it is entering in a global market and look into the requirements of that particular market and then set packaging and labeling and quality according to the requirement of that particular market. Summary. So in the part 1 of the chapter, we have discussed a product is a bundle of benefits. We have studied the product life cycle in the is the reason firms must innovate, portfolio policy concerns the number of products and product lines to be offered. Products may be in different life cycle stages in different countries. And then in part 2 we have discussed the NPD process needs to be loose enough to allow good products through but wide enough to reject potential failures. So marketing plan development and NPD should be simultaneous. Country of origin can have a significant effect on product success. Packaging and labeling are often more important in international markets than in domestic markets. Quality plays a key role in business decisions. Global outsourcing requires sophisticated analysis. Thank you. That's all for this chapter.